Hello guys, good morning. Welcome to my channel. Guys, is this the first time that you hear the term rhizosphere? I am sure, of course, some of you heard this many times and some just hear it today. Well, if you just hear this term now, don't worry because this video will provide you information about this particular concept. However, before you will continue to watch this video, I am inviting everyone to subscribe my channel if you are not yet a subscriber. But of course, if you are new to my channel, and kindly click on the notification bell so that you will be updated with my upcoming videos. Okay? Kindly like and share this video if you think this is very much important to your classmates or friends. Okay, so let us begin now. The rhizosphere. Rhizosphere was coined by Lorenz Heltner, a German agronomist and plant physiologist. According to him, rhizosphere pertains to microsome of soil biota. Biota means the microorganisms present in the soil, like bacteria, fungus, and others. And this has, of course, a distance of few millimeters away from the root system. It is in this region where the plants and microbes coordinate with each other and can show symbiotic relationship by fulfilling each other's nutrient requirements. In other words, there is a symbiotic relationship between plants through the roots and, of course, the microorganisms present in the soil. Now, let us talk about the structure of rhizosphere. I have here two images. Disclaimer, this is not my own creation, but I just borrowed this from the internet. The structure of rhizosphere is consist of three um, classes. We have the Indo-rhizosphere, this one. This is within the roots of the plants. Then we have the rhizoplane here, here, and we have the ectorhizosphere. The endorhizosphere, this is considered as the inner zone of the rhizosphere, which is very close to the root. It includes the portion of cortex and epidermis in which the microorganisms may occupy between the vacant space or spaces known as apoplastic space. The second is rhizoplane. The rhizoplane is actually the root itself. And of course, the exorhizosphere, this is the outer zone, this portion. This layer is adjacent to the portion of the epidermis, the ectorhizosphere. Now, there are several processes involved in the rhizosphere zone. So first, the root exudates constitute a food base for the microbes. So there will be exudations that will happen. The second, the microbes decompose these complex compounds to simple compounds. And the next, these simple compounds are uptaken by the root system of plant as nutrients. Root exudation, as I mentioned a while ago, this pertains to the organic and inorganic compounds diffusion out of the root. Such compounds are called root exudates. The root exudates form a network between the plant and microorganism. Root exudates basically include the root secretions and root deficits. There are classifications of root exudates. We have the organic compounds. Examples, we have protein, organic acids, vitamins, amino acids, sugar, bonoids, nucleotides, enzymes, and others. And the second is inorganic compounds. Examples, we have water and ions, and gases like carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, and other gases. Then we have miscellaneous compounds, and examples of these are oxin, glycosides, saponins, hydrocyanic acid, and others. What are the roles of root exudates? Number one, it provides nutrient supply to the microbes. You know, the microbes, the microorganisms in the soil or in the rhizosphere will not survive without nutrients, and that is one of the roles of exudates. The second, root exudates protect the plant from desiccation, extreme drying. Next, it provides moisture to the soil, which favors the growth of microorganisms. You know, if there will be no or adequate amount of moisture in the soil, the microorganisms will not actually grow favorably. Another is by releasing some defense proteins and antimicrobial chemicals. It also protects the root against biotic stress. Examples here are pathogens caused by pathogens. Then it induces system resistance against abiotic stress like temperature, salt concentration, and pH value. Too much temperature or low temperature, too much salt or low salt concentration, too much high pH value or low pH value will cause abiotic stress, and the exudates is responsible in inducing systemic resistance. Another is by mucilage secretion. It helps in soil aggregation. The textural classes of soil, the soil aggregates are really enhanced by mucilage secretion. This is what we call the exudates. Another is it can change chemical and physical properties of the soil through the following factors: the osmotic pressure, ionic balance, and redox potential. Rhizosphere show microbial activities, and these microorganisms are bacteria, fungi, actinomycetes, algae, and protozoa, which are actually common microbes. However, virus, archaea, and arthropods are very rare. What are these different types of microorganisms? One is beneficial microorganisms. This is one of the classifications of microorganisms. And they are considered as beneficial microorganisms because they do not harm the root and the system, of course, and includes mycorrhizal fungi, protozoa, nitrogen-fixing bacteria, and others. I would like to give emphasis about this nitrogen-fixing bacteria. If you will plant legume plants in a particular area, you know, legume are those plants characterized by nodule forming plant, and of course they bear fruit called as pod. Now, these nodules, these are seed-like structures attached to the roots of the legume plants. And within this nodule are bacteria responsible in fixing nitrogen. That's the reason why my dear students, that when you will regularly plant leguminous crops in a particular area, the area will not easily be depleted in terms of nitrogen element. It's really because they are producing nodules responsible in nitrogen fixation. All right. So, what are the roles of these beneficial microorganisms? We have fixes nitrogen, helps in solubilizing in organic phosphate, iron, and others. Then it helps in the root nodulation, colonize the root system, and promotes plant growth. The second classification of microorganisms are deleterious microorganisms. Deleterious in the sense that they harm the root system of soil and includes pathogenic fungi, bacteria, and nematodes. These fungi, bacteria, nematodes, they are the causal organisms of these different diseases occurring in not only in the roots of plants but also in the different parts of the plant. And their roles are cause diseases in plant and of course invades nutrients. And of course the third one is neutral microorganisms. This show a neutral effect and includes actinomycetes, algae, and other neutral organisms. And the roles are helps in soil aggregation, the formation of soil aggregates, then shows antagonistic property against other organisms. They are also protect in some way the root system by protecting the harm of other organisms. What are the different factors affecting rhizosphere microorganisms? We have number one is type of soil or soil type. Uh, Microbial population is very high in sandy soil and least in humus soil. Next, the moisture content of the soil. Low moisture favors the growth of organisms. Another is soil amendments. It has no quantitative and qualitative effect on microbial growth and activity. Another is the potential hydrogen of the soil or the pH value of the soil, the degree of acidity and alkalinity of the soil. We call it as pH value. It is inversely proportional to microbial growth. Decrease in pH results in areas increase the of the microbial population. Plant species, microorganisms with different plant species are respective to their rotting habits, composition, and others, and others, of course. For instance, leguminous plants show more rhizospheric effect. We have also the proximity of root with hair. Rhizosphere effect is more when there is a less distance between the soil and root. Another is age of plant. It is an essential factor which decides the degree and magnitude of rhizosphere effect. And we have the root excretion. This process strongly influences the microbial activity by providing sufficient amount of organic and inorganic matter to the rhizospheric microorganism. Alright, relative to this source of this video lecture, I use the information coming from the internet. It's TPPS biologyreader.com, Rhizosphere.hotmail. So these are not really mine. I just adapted this. I am not claiming that this information actually came from me. Although I have background related to this topic, but again, this information is really for the purpose, or yeah, talk up this from this source, and this is for the use of my students in Botany 1. Thank you, and God bless.